Jay from Team DMA coming at you with another one. This video is going to be just a basic sequence showing you how it doesn't matter if you have a good hand or a bad hand. You should be able to establish your board. Usually you want to do 2 interruptions, 2 negations for a total of 4, either simultaneously. It differs, like I said, in this case, 2 interruptions and 2 negations. If you would like to do all 4 negations or you would like to do all 4 interruptions, that's up to you. That's the bare minimum. You can get away with 2 negations, 1 interruption, but to be honest with you, you want to hit the lucky 4 and up. If you don't, you're not going to stand a chance against like tier 1 and tier 0 decks, believe me. So on this channel, you've been seeing a lot of tier 1s and tier 0 decks totally destroyed. And that's pretty much the secret. It's just a bunch of negations with a bunch of interruptions. You have to play them at the right sequence. Regardless of whether you draw a good hand or a dead hand, you still have to do it. So if you see this hand, it's pretty much bricky, it's dead. People hate playing Dark Magician Girl because it bricks, there you go. And then they hate playing Apprentice Illusion Magician because it bricks too, it is worthless. And then no one likes Floodgates, right? So that's another brick, so you lost. But I'm gonna show you how from a dead hand, worthless hand, you can still establish a Dragoon plus a negation plus 2 interruptions, and then every turn from there you can keep increasing all the way until you establish somewhere around 6 to 9 negations or interruptions per turn. So we're gonna move forward. So we're gonna start off by unbricking our hand. We're gonna activate Apprentice Illusion Magician. We're gonna discard the brick, draw another brick to our hand, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and follow up by activating Magician Souls, dumping another brick, and that gets rid of all the bricks in our deck. So our deck is brick free now. And these are the 2 cards in the graveyard, and this is what's in our hand. So obviously he had an opportunity to negate us on the Apprentice, and then obviously he still has an opportunity to negate us on the Magician Souls. However, since he didn't activate nothing, no Bestial, we're gonna move forward from there, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into Crawly, activate. And he didn't stop anything, it's more likely he doesn't have anything to negate. So we're gonna go ahead and mail into the deck. As you already noticed, all we do was draw 5, but we're gonna go ahead and try to go 50% into the deck. Activate Secrets, Knowledge, activate Knowledge, send the Crawly. We ended up drawing Prophecy, and we also draw Restage. We're gonna trigger Restage. If we had Monster Reborn, we would have lost because Monster Reborn is dead in Dark Magician deck. People don't want to believe in it, but if I had Monster Reborn right now, you lose the duel. But because I don't play trash cards, I went ahead and played Restage. This is the 2019 version of the Dark Magician. And you're going to bring a level 3 or lower onto the field. Trigger the effects. We're going to send 1 spell and 1 trap. That's going to trigger the effect in the graveyard of the Restage to get 1 right hand and 1 left hand to our hand from our deck to hand. Then we're going to follow up by playing Salvation, setting the Eternal. And then we're gonna stack with Soul Servant Rod, activate. We're gonna draw 2. We're gonna go ahead and normal Rod because we still have it normal summoned. And we've been special summoning like crazy. So I think we special summoned Apprentice, and then we special summoned Magician Souls, then we special summoned Crawly, and then we special summoned Magician Souls again. Then we normal summoned a Rod. We're gonna activate the Omni Negate for the spell, the first one that gets played. We're gonna go ahead and link. And with the Rod, we actually drew the secrets of Dark Magic. We're gonna link the Buster Sword, and we're gonna get rid of our last brick. We're gonna enter Dragoon from there. Then we're gonna activate the circle, and we're gonna draw a card, more likely. And if you look at our deck is at 22. If we would have been able to draw something, that makes it 21. And then if the opponent doesn't really have anything like too dangerous, you can trigger the effect of Eternal to get Dark Magic attack directly to your hand if that's what you want to discard. And the deck will end up being a flat 20 cards, so it's 50% of your deck. So that's why I say no matter whether you draw a good hand or a bad hand, you should be able to establish. So right here what we have is an Omni Negate spell. So he plays 1 spell, And then he tries to play another one like a feather. We're gonna Omni negate with Dragoon. Anything he brings, if it's dangerous, like let's say he normals, activates effect, and then it tries to special summon, he brings like an XYZ, we're gonna trigger the Eternal to banish it. At that point, all he has left is 3 cards. And our cards are still gonna be activated next turn. He has to go through those 3-4 negates again. And that's not all. With Eternal, we're gonna be getting Rod back to the hand. So we have the Rod, the Magician's Souls, and the Prophecy is already burnt up. We can discard it with the effect of Rod. But we're also going to draw a card, remember? And then we can still draw Dark Magic Attack. So our deck is going to end up being like 19 cards. And it's only been 2 turns. From those cards, you should be able to draw like another Floodgate. Like there can only be 1. Or a Skill Drain. There's a lot of cards you could draw. And then from there, we're going to go into Dragon Knight already. So, yep, the opponent is not going to stand a chance. At all. And this was supposed to be a bad dead hand. Just to show you an example. And when you draw a good hand, you can establish 5 to 6 negates. And so this is a bad one. This is only 2 negates, 2 interruptions. But like I said, every turn you're going to be increasing it. Obviously, as you draw, you're going to be getting the Bestial Engine as well on top of everything. So it's going to be a bunch of negates or interruptions. More likely like 4. It's gonna probably be like 4 interruptions, 3 negations. The opponent's not gonna be able to handle it. So that's why he just surrendered. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, this is the old profile, the 2019 version. I did update it, but it just goes to show you how powerful it is. And like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below. And with that having been said, hopefully you liked the video. Dark Magic Attack.